Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the second part of the chapter, and in this session we will mainly learn about the clinical thermometer. Okay, then see, the first topic is measuring temperature. Then temperature is a reliable measure of the degree of hotness and coldness of the body. It tells us precisely how hot or cold a body is, and the hotter is the object, the higher will be the temperature. And we use a device to measure the temperature. That device is called thermometer. Is it okay? Then simply we can say temperature is measured by the device that is called thermometer. Now next, types of thermometer. Then there are two types of the thermometer. The first is clinical thermometer, this one, and the second is called laboratory thermometer. These are of two types. First is clinical thermometer and second is the laboratory thermometer. And in this chapter, I will tell you one more thermometer, that is the digital thermometer, and that is also a type of the clinical thermometer. Is it okay? Then in this chapter, we will learn about the first clinical thermometer, second the laboratory thermometer, and the third one, that is also there, that is called digital thermometer. Now see, this is a picture of the clinical thermometer. This clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the human body. It is used to measure the temperature of the human body. Then in this picture you can see this diagram is representing clinical thermometer, and the second one is the laboratory thermometer. A laboratory thermometer is used in the laboratories. It is used in the labs for measuring the temperature during the experiments. For example, suppose we want to measure the temperature of the water, boiling water, then what is the temperature of that water? And suppose we are doing any other reactions or experiment, then at that time, what is the temperature at that particular of that particular experiment? Then at which temperature that reaction is taking place, we can measure all these temperature by using the laboratory thermometer. Now see once more the diagram. This is the clinical thermometer. You can see it now. Next is the laboratory thermometer. This is the laboratory thermometer. This one, lower one, it is the laboratory thermometer. Okay, then see one by one. And today we will discuss about the clinical thermometer. In the next part, you will see in the part 3 of the chapter, I will explain you laboratory thermometer. And here, I'm going to explain about clinical thermometer. Then see, next slide. Okay. Uh, Again, I can show you the enlarged structure of this one. This is the clinical thermometer. Okay, then see. A clinical thermometer, sorry, a clinical thermometer consists of a long glass tube. This is a long glass tube. And in the starting of this tube, it is a structure that is called bulb. Is it okay? Long glass tube. Then this structure, it is called bulb, and this bulb contain mercury inside. You can see the blackish liquid filled in it. Actually it is not blackish, it is a shiny, but in this diagram it is shown to you with the black color. Then it is a mercury, and outside the bulb, uh, now see one more thing. Inside this glass tube, this outer glass tube, a thin capillary tube is inside. That is very thin tube. What happens when this bulb comes in contact of our body to measure the temperature? Then this mercury which is inside this bulb, that heats up and expands. It expand, as you all know, metal expand on heating. Then this mercury which is in liquid condition, obviously mercury always found in the liquid condition, then at room temperature, then it expands and this mercury moves upward in this capillary tube, and this mercury moves to a particular, we can say, at a particular mark, and this mark you have to observe in this thermometer, and this mark will be the reading of your temperature. Is it clear? Okay, then see, the normal body temperature of the human body is 37 degree centigrade. 37 degree centigrade, this is a normal temperature, and in Fahrenheit it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. Is it okay? Then whenever it is asked to you what is the normal temperature of the human body when a human is totally healthy, then what will be the temperature? Then the temperature is 37 degree centigrade. And in Fahrenheit, this is also one of the scale, uh, temperature scales which are mainly used. The first is the Celsius scale, then second is the Fahrenheit scale, then third is Kelvin scale. Then the reading in centigrade scale, it is 37 degree, and in Fahrenheit it is 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. This is the normal temperature. Now if the temperature is rising above it, then we use the term fever for it. Temperature raised, then we call fever. It is a symptom. It shows that your body is not well. Something, your body is not in the condition of ease. And something going wrong inside you. Okay. Now next, clinical thermometer is designed to measure the temperature of the human body only. Now, what is the range of the this clinical thermometer? It is 35 degree. It is 35 degree to 42 degree Celsius. 35 degree to 42 degree Celsius. The temperature of the human body normally does not go below 35 degree and does not go above the 42 degree centigrade. Then the range will be 35 to 42 degree centigrade, or if we will measure in it in Fahrenheit, then it is 94 degree Fahrenheit to the 108 degree Fahrenheit. Is it okay? What I told you, once again revise it. What is the normal temperature of the human body? It is 37 degree centigrade. And what is the range of the clinical thermometer? It is 35 degree centigrade to 42 degree centigrade, because human body temperature does not goes below the 35 degree and does not goes above the 42 degree centigrade. Okay, now see next. What is happening next? Why we give a jerk to the thermometer before taking a new reading? When we take the new reading, then always we give a jerk to the thermometer. Then why? Now see, thermometer has a special structure, and that structure is called kink. What that structure is called? Kink. In the glass tube just above the mercury bulb. This checks the backflow of the mercury from tube to bulb, thus allowing us to read the temperature conveniently. Now once again see the previous diagram. Okay, in this diagram I can show you, at this place a, a kink, a compressed area is there, that is called the kink, and this kink checks the backflow of the mercury. Suppose the mercury level is here, then due to this kink, when you will remove it from the body part, then it will not go down, it will not come back to the tube to the this bulb, it will not come back to the tube to bulb due to this kink. And when you give a jerk to it, then it this mercury again will come back. Then you have to give a jerk to we can say to take the mercury at its original place. This is the reason why we give a jerk to the thermometer before taking a new reading. Okay. Now next, what are the precautions to be observed while we are using the clinical thermometer. Then the first precaution is thermometer should be washed before and after use. When you are going to use, then properly wash it, and after use also you have to wash it with the antiseptic solution. Then ensure that before use the mercury, the level should be below the 35 °C. Give a jerk to your thermometer so that the mercury level will come down, and then you can use it. Read the thermometer keeping the level of the mercury along the line of sight. You can see in the diagram also like this. Your hand should be in the parallel to the sight, not the down and not the above the sight, so that you can get the correct measurement. Now next is handle the thermometer with care because it is made up of glass. Then if it hits to any of the hard object, then it may break. Next is don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while taking the reading, otherwise it will not give the actual reading because the temperature of your body, your fingers, that can also be added to the actual reading. Next is wash the thermometer with the antiseptic solution and hold it firmly and give it few jerk. The jerk will bring the level of the mercury down and ensure that it should not fall below the it should fall below the 35 °C. The next is reading a thermometer. How you will read the thermometer? You have taken the temperature. Now it's the time to read the thermometer. How you will read it? Then see, this is the this is your thermometer, and the mercury level is shown by the black line. Now the mercury level is here. This is 35 °. This is scale. Now read the scale. 35 °, 36, 37, 38. Now the division between 38 and 39 are, there are 10 division. Now 38.1, 2, 3, 4, 38.5. Then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It means one division is equals to zero point 0.1 °C. Is it okay? Then suppose the level of the mercury is not at 39. Suppose it is here. Sorry. Uh, Now suppose it is here. Then what will be the temperature? It will be 38.12. It will be 38.2 °C. Is it okay? Okay. Now next. Paheli measured her body temperature. She got worried as it was not exactly 37 °C. And now she is very tense because the temperature is not exactly 37 °C. Now listen. Is the body temperature of every person is 37 °C? Suppose he or she is a healthy person having no problem, having no disease, then is it possible the temperature of every healthy person will be 37 °C? No. Now listen. The temperature of every person may be not exactly 37 °C because this is the average value. It could be slightly higher or slightly lower than the actual value. Actually, we call normal temperature is the average body temperature. Suppose we can take the temperature of the 10 persons. Then maybe the temperature of one is 37, and of the second is 37.5. Maybe of third it may be the 36.8. Then of the 10%, we will add the temperature of 10%. Then we will take the average. then it will be approximate 37 degree centigrade. Then there is no need to be worried if your temperature is not exactly 37, it may be 36.8, 9, and it may be 37.5, etc. Then no need to worry. Okay, then enough for today, and in the next session we will discuss about the laboratory thermometer. Thank you.